Good evening and welcome to the Business Day. I'm Anthony Lug. Listed microlender firm Access Financial Services has received an adequate rating from Caribbean Information and Credit Rating Services, CARICRIS. The company adjudicated the credit worthiness for both local and foreign currency instruments. Javon Keys reports.
In its latest assessment published last week, CARICRIS has reaffirmed its CARI BB Plus assigned issuer corporate credit rating for Access Financial Services on a regional scale for foreign currency. The ratings agency also kept its CARI BBB- rating for Jamaican currency credit worthiness. CARICRIS says the regional scale local currency rating indicates that the level of credit worthiness in the Caribbean is adequate for the firm, and the regional scale foreign currency rating indicates below average relative credit worthiness. As for credit worthiness in Jamaica, CARICRIS rated Access Financial also at adequate for foreign currency at JM-BBB. A rating of JM-BBB Plus was assigned for local currency. CARICRIS says the national scale ratings indicate that the level of credit worthiness is adequate. This is in relation to other obligors or entities which may be bound to provide payment on a loan or other instruments in Jamaica. As for its outlook for the listed microlending institution, CARICRIS has assigned a stable projection on the ratings. The report says this is based on the expectation of good financial performances continuing. The view was supported by sustained growth in the overall loans and advances portfolio at Access Financial, supported by the implementation of its digital transformation initiatives. CARICRIS expects Access to maintain good asset quality, adequate capitalization and liquidity metrics over the next 12 to 15 months, suggesting it will comfortably meet any debt obligations as they become due. CARICRIS says an improvement in the credit risk profile of the government of Jamaica, improving business conditions over the next 12 to 15 months, and diversity in Access Financial's revenue streams could individually or collectively lead to an improvement in the ratings. The outlook could be negatively affected by a deterioration in the credit risk profile of the government of Jamaica and a negative change in Access's debt or tangible net worth. A drop of more than 20% in Access Financial Services net loans and advances would also negatively affect the group. For the Business Day, I'm Javon Keys.
Scotia Group Jamaica says its Women Initiative has already exceeded the $3 billion support target. The program, launched almost 3 years ago, aims to provide financing for women-led businesses and provide mentorship for beneficiaries. Speaking at a Scotia Women Initiative event in St. James, President and CEO of Scotia Group Audrey Tugwell Henry said the facility bridges a major support gap for women in business.
Time frame should end January 2025, and it was very bold. But I am very proud to say today that we have already disbursed $3 billion. We are ahead of target. Studies consistently show that women reinvest up to 90% of the income back into their businesses, their communities, and their families. So this is a win-win for our country. It's a win for nation building. But our work is not done. We're just getting started. We just finished our first 3 years, and we're planning for the next 3. We continue to grow the Scotia Women Initiative through strategic partnerships.
Trading resumed with banks and cambios selling the American dollar for an average $158.74. The average selling rate represents a new record for the Jamaican dollar compared to the U.S. currency. The last record was set on October 2 at $158.83. As for the other benchmarks, the Canadian dollar is being sold for $117.53. $209.22 is the average value of the pound, while the euro is going for $177.37. The JSE index lost 392 points today, while the junior market declined by 43 points. Among the 50 winners were Margaritaville Turks, Elite Diagnostics, Iron Rock Insurance Company, CAC 2000, and Cargo Handlers. The 42 losers were led by The Lab, JMMB Group, 7% preference shares, Medical Disposables and Supplies, Fesco, and Knutsford Express. 20 stocks closed the session, selling at the same price they started trading on Monday. And that's the Business Day. I'm Anthony Lug. Good evening.